You know, I've been thinking about something lately. After 23 years of sharing my life with cats, I realized there was so much I didn't understand about love. Not human love, cat love. The quiet kind, the patient kind, the kind that doesn't ask for anything, but gives everything. And I wonder if maybe you've felt it too. That moment when you look at your cat and you think, I wish I knew what you needed from me. Well, today I want to share some things with you. Quiet things, simple things, things that might change the way your cat sees you and the way you see yourself as their person. First, morning greeting rituals, starting the day with "You matter." Let me tell you about Margaret. She's 72, lives alone with her tabby Winston. Every morning, before coffee, before news, she'd find Winston and whisper, "Good morning, my love." 3 weeks later, he was waiting at her pillow. By month 2, he never left her side. She said, "I don't wake up to silence anymore." It's a small gesture, but for your cat, it means the world. Cats thrive on predictability. They're not just creatures of habit, they're creatures of emotional rhythm. When you consistently greet your cat each morning, you're not just being sweet, you're telling them, "You matter. My day starts with you." Skip it, and they might not pout or cry. But something shifts. A tiny thread of emotional security loosens. So tomorrow, before anything else, look them in the eyes. Say something soft. Touch them gently. Not because you have to, because they deserve it. Because you deserve to start your day with love too. Second, parallel bonding, the quietest form of love. Have you ever sat with someone you love, in complete silence, and felt more connected than if you'd talked for hours? That's what your cat is offering you, every single day. When they follow you from room to room, but don't ask to be touched, they're not being aloof, they're being present. It's called parallel bonding, a sacred kind of closeness. For cats, it's saying, "I feel safe with you. I want to exist beside you. No expectations, just presence." But here's where many of us go wrong. We think, "Oh, they must want cuddles," and we scoop them up, pet them, disturb their moment. And slowly, without meaning to, we chip away at that quiet trust. So here's what to do instead. Next time they're near but not engaging, just sit. Offer your hand, low and still. Let them choose. If they come, you've earned it. If they don't, you've still honored the moment. Because in the world of cats, presence is love, and stillness can be the loudest way to say, "I'm with you." Third, sleeping with your worn shirt. Love that stays, even when you leave. Do you remember your grandmother's house? That smell of lavender and warm bread? How it made you feel safe, without a single word? To your cat, your scent does exactly that. That hoodie you wore all day, that t-shirt you forgot to fold. It's not just fabric to them. It's you. It's memory. It's home. Cats are deeply scent-driven. Your natural smell, not detergent, not perfume, but you calms their nervous system more than any toy or treat, especially for anxious cats, rescues, or those who act distant. Leaving something unwashed in their favorite sleeping spot can do wonders. You're saying, "I'm still here, even when I'm not in the room." And the magic? They believe you. Like David's cat, Lily, who grieved quietly after his wife passed, until David left one of her scarves by the window. 3 days later, Lily was sleeping on it, purring again, healing. So tonight, don't just change clothes. Leave behind a little piece of yourself, not as a trick, but as a promise. Because sometimes, love doesn't follow you out the door. It stays, right there on the blanket, waiting to be felt. Fourth, offering sleeping spot choices, because every feeling deserves a place. Some days we want sunlight, other days we need a quiet corner. Some nights we crave closeness, others we just want space. Our cats? They're just like us. When your cat chooses the sunny windowsill, they're choosing hope. When they curl into that old cardboard box in the closet, they're choosing safety. When they sleep beside your pillow, they're choosing you. Cats don't sleep wherever looks cute. They choose based on mood, energy, safety, and trust. A confident cat might stretch out in the open. An anxious one hides. A cat needing love might pick a spot closer to your heartbeat. That's why giving them options isn't spoiling them. It's respecting them. Offer a soft bed in a quiet corner, a box lined with an old towel, a sunny shelf by the window. Let them rotate. Let them decide. Because in a world they don't control, this is one place where they can. And each choice they make, it's an emotional message, one that says, "Today, I need this. Will you honor it?" And when you do, you're not just providing comfort, you're giving them something far more sacred, the right to feel. Fifth, vertical territory, a place to rise above it all. Sometimes when life feels overwhelming, the best thing you can do is find a higher place to sit, a porch, a stair, a shelf. From up there, the chaos feels smaller. You can breathe again. Your cat understands this without needing to be taught. That climb to the top of the fridge, that quiet perch above the dresser. It's not mischief, it's medicine. Cats are vertical creatures by instinct. In the wild, being up high means safety, control, power. They can see the world without being seen. But here's what many homes miss. We give them cozy beds, soft blankets. But we forget the third dimension. We forget their need to rise. And when they don't have that, they don't complain. They just stay small, tense, watchful, quietly unsettled. So give them elevation. A shelf by the window, a clear corner on a bookcase, a simple step stool near a sunny wall. No need for a fancy $300 tower, just a place where they can look out, not just up. Because when your cat finds that high place, they're not escaping you. They're returning to themselves. And when you see them up there, eyes half closed, tail wrapped soft, know this: you didn't just give them height, you gave them peace. Sixth, letting them win the hunt. The dignity of feeling capable. At our age, we understand this deeply, don't we? That quiet pride after doing something well, the satisfaction of being good at something. Your cat needs that too. Each time they stalk the feather wand, pounce on the bouncing string, or chase the toy mouse across the floor, they're not just playing. They're connecting to something ancient, instinctual, true. But here's the heartbreak. Most of us never let them win. We tease, we pull the toy just out of reach, we laugh, and end the game. But imagine this, spending your life trying and never succeeding. How long before you stopped trying? For cats, it's more than frustration. It's emotional dissonance. Why can't I do what I was born to do? So next time you play, let them catch it. Let them sink their teeth into the toy. Let them feel victorious. And if you really want to honor the moment, pause. Watch their eyes, the pride, the stillness, the soft confidence. Maybe even offer a treat afterward to complete the cycle. Hunt, catch, eat, rest. Because this isn't just about fun, it's about identity. About saying to your cat, you still have purpose, you still have power. And in doing that, you remind them of something we all need to hear sometimes. You're still good at being you. Seventh, silent eye, blink ritual, saying I trust you without a word. There's a moment, maybe you felt it, When you look at someone you love, and without saying a thing, you both just know, I'm safe here. I'm seen. I'm loved. Your cat can give you that moment, and you can give it back. It happens quietly, across the room, in stillness. Your cat looks at you, really looks, and then, slowly, closes their eyes. That's not boredom. It's not sleep. It's a message. In feline language, a slow blink is the deepest expression of trust. It says, I believe you won't hurt me. I feel safe with you. Because in the wild, closing your eyes in front of another creature means surrender, vulnerability, love. But most people miss it. We glance, we move on, we don't answer. So next time your cat blinks at you, don't miss the moment. Soften your gaze. Close your eyes slowly. Hold. Open gently. It's not just a blink. It's a whisper. It's you saying, I trust you too. No sound, no touch, just two souls, quietly agreeing. We belong to each other. 8th, giving ownership. When your cat says, you're mine. I want to talk about belonging, not the kind that controls, the kind that chooses, the kind that says, you are part of my world, and I want you here. When your cat rubs their cheek against your hand, when they gently bump their forehead into your chin, they're not just being affectionate. They're claiming you. Cats have scent glands on their face, so when they press into you, they're marking you with their scent. But more than that, with their trust. In their language, it's how they say, this one is mine, this one is safe, this one is home. And here's where it gets quietly heartbreaking. When we pull away, or laugh, or treat it like just another cute thing, some cats stop offering. Not because they stop loving us, but because they think, maybe we didn't want to be theirs in the first place. So next time they offer that gift, receive it. Lean in. Offer your forehead back. Whisper their name like a promise. Let your body say what your words often forget. I'm yours too. Because in a world where so many feel unclaimed, unseen, unheld, your cat is offering you something sacred. Belonging. 9th, simulated grooming. Healing through memory. Sometimes the most healing thing is the gentlest touch. I learned this from a woman named Eleanor. She rescued an older cat named Smokey, a cat who flinched at hands, hid from love, and barely let the world touch him at all. Eleanor tried everything, treats, toys, patience, but nothing softened the fear in Smokey's eyes, until she tried one simple thing, a soft toothbrush, barely damp, gentle strokes along the forehead, like the tongue of a mother cat, like the very first love Smokey had ever known. A month later, she called me crying. This time, happy tears. He purrs now, she whispered. He actually purrs. See, in the earliest days of a kitten's life, before they understand the world, they understand one thing, their mother's touch. And sometimes, when that trust is broken, it can only be rebuilt by returning there. If your cat avoids contact, seems withdrawn, or carries a kind of sadness in their bones, this might reach them. Start slow. A damp toothbrush. Soft strokes on their cheeks, their forehead, behind the ears. No words, just memory. Because what you're offering isn't grooming, it's safety. It's remembrance. It's a chance for their nervous system to whisper, I remember this. I remember love. Maybe I can trust again. And sometimes that's exactly what a wounded heart needs. Not a new language, but an old one, remembered. 10th, respecting litter box privacy. Love in the most vulnerable moment. Would you feel comfortable using the bathroom with someone watching you? Sounds ridiculous, right? But for many cats, that's everyday life. See, in the wild, eliminating is when they're most vulnerable. Eyes down, no defense, no escape. It's the moment predators wait for. So when your cat heads to their litter box, they're not just doing a routine. They're trusting you with their safety, with their privacy, with their dignity. But what do we often do? We hover. We talk. We clean immediately. We place the box in noisy corners, near washers, doors, feet. And your cat? They feel watched, unsettled, exposed. That quiet discomfort builds. Until one day, you find a surprise on your bed or in the laundry basket and think it's defiance. It's not. It's anxiety. So here's the fix. And it's simple. Give them privacy. Step away when they enter the box. Let their scent linger for a little while. Choose a low-traffic, quiet place where they can just be. Because when your cat feels safe, even in their most exposed moment, they trust more. They relax deeper. They feel seen, not just when they're cute or cuddly, but when they're real. And isn't that what we all want? To be loved, not just when we're strong, but also when we're vulnerable? 11th, sitting on the floor, meeting them where they are. Sometimes love is about coming down to someone else's level, literally. Have you ever noticed your cat standing nearby? Not quite approaching, not quite retreating, just waiting? It's not hesitation, it's calculation. Because from their view, we're giants, looming, loud, intimidating. Imagine someone 10 times your size, talking fast, moving fast, reaching over your head. Even with good intentions, that's a lot. But when you sit on the floor, quiet, still, open, everything changes. You shrink your presence, you lower the pressure. You say without words, I'm here. I'm not chasing you. I'm safe. And often, that's when they come. Soft paws on the rug, a cautious sniff, a slow blink beside your knee. They might not leap into your lap, but they'll sit close. And in that space, you've done something sacred. You've met them where they are. So next time they hover from a distance, don't reach, don't call, just settle. Let the silence do the inviting. Let your stillness become their permission. Because love doesn't always move forward. Sometimes it waits. Sometimes it crouches low, opens its palms, and says, You don't have to climb to meet me. I'll come down to you. 12th, not betraying trust before vet trips, keeping love honest. You call them softly. They trot over, tail high, purring, and then, click. The carrier shuts, and their trust wavers. We've all done it. We didn't mean harm. We were just in a rush to get them to the vet. But here's what they learn. The voice I trust tricked me. Cats don't understand appointments. They understand patterns, tone, energy, truth. If the only time you speak gently is before something stressful, they notice. And slowly, that warm tone, it stops feeling safe. So how do we keep love honest? Bring the carrier out early. Let it become part of the room, not a sudden threat. Put treats inside. Let them explore it on their terms. Turn it from a trap into a space of choice. And most of all, don't blur your loving voice with manipulation. Let kindness mean kindness. Always. Because trust isn't built in the big moments. It's built in the everyday. And if we break it in silence, we must rebuild it in presence. So next time you reach for the carrier, pause. Speak gently. Be honest. Not in words, but in the way your energy stays soft, even when life gets hard. Because real love isn't about always keeping them happy. It's about never making them feel betrayed. And now that we've come to the end, There's something I want you to remember. These weren't just 12 things your cat loves. They were 12 invitations. 12 quiet ways your cat reaches for you. Not through words, but through trust, through presence, through ritual, through memory. And maybe, as we learn how to love them better, we're also relearning how to love ourselves better. Because when you whisper, "Good morning," you're not just setting a routine. You're affirming, "You matter to me." When you leave your scent on a worn t-shirt, you're not just comforting your cat. You're saying, "Even when I'm gone, my love stays." And when you sit on the floor, blink back softly, let them win, give them space. You're doing something few people truly understand. You're loving them on their terms, not as pets, but as beings, as souls, as family. So tomorrow, or maybe even tonight, watch your cat a little longer. Speak a little softer. Offer your presence without agenda. Because in a world that rushes, that demands, that forgets how to be gentle, your cat is inviting you to slow down, to feel, to be. And maybe that's the lesson we didn't know we needed all along. Thank you for listening. Thank you for loving them. And thank you for becoming the kind of person a cat can love back.